so fucking pale next to you. Oh my god. You sit on this side. You get more sun on that side. There you go. Just put me in the shadow. Give me a nice tan.
Okay, good.
Hi. I'm back. This is Daniel. I'm in collab. He's known as TheCandyGuy. We just did a video on his channel about Kit Kats because they're different here in the US than they are in Canada. Which, oh yeah, that's where I am, by the way. US at VidCon. 7th annual VidCon 2016. Proof. Yay.
7. That's a 7.
Why don't you tell my vast family what you do on your channel?
I talk about treats for the sweet tooth. And give you a little history on candy. And yeah, a little review on how it tastes, what it looks like, stuff like that.
He just combines candy and, like, relatively random inane facts, but in a good way, if that sounds bad. History of candy and stuff. I don't retain all of it, usually. Often have to look up my own address when I write it on legal documents, but...
But it's new, you barely moved.
That's true.
Yeah.
My own phone number, though, took me a good year to
Okay,
figure out.
I tried helping you out.
Yeah.
Now you're on your
But
own.
I do remember that the Statue of Liberty's mouth is 3 feet wide, so I'm a hit at parties. I know the world's longest carrot is 19 feet 2 inches. See, I'm filled with facts. Please invite me to parties. Because I'm from the ye old north, and actually new. Aren't we newer than the US? I don't know. That's weird. Whatever. I'm from Canada. I brought a bunch of Canadian candy that I'm gonna make him try. Because
I'm excited.
that's something that YouTube does.
I'm excited.
What do you want to start with?
The Wonder Bar.
Let's go.
That seems interesting.
Okay. It's a peanut butter caramel experience. It's not just a candy bar, it's an experience right on the package.
I love peanut butter.
I actually really like these. A good 10 pounds of my fat childhood was made just off Wonder Bars. Wonder Bar has been around since the Dark Ages and was originated by Vikings who first came over to the US. The candy bars were the only thing that survived on their trip to the US. Somehow the ships made it.
But there's debate that the Vikings actually did visit the US. Or the coast of the Americas.
You know what? We don't have history classes in Canada as a legit thing. We have something called social studies, which I once bribed my social studies teacher with a big bag of Skittles so he would pass me. And it worked. I got 51%. Anyway, Wonder Bars. That's nice
a
and natural.
lot of
Cool.
caramel. Oh my gosh, I already smell the peanut butter though.
Right?
I'm a fan of that.
First impressions. What do you got?
Wish it didn't have the caramel. But the peanut butter is delicious with the chocolate.
It's got like a weird crunchy shell on the outside, and then like really soft everything else.
I'm analyzing it. Because the peanut butter isn't like a smooth, creamy peanut butter. It has crumbs or larger chunks of peanut.
It's almost like a weird grainy consistency. It was weird. It was real good. This is a thing on YouTube that happens a lot. That like people eat foreign candy, but I guarantee you quite a few of them will have like, you know, it's like a bite or two and they'll just nibble and then they'll set it aside. I'm going to eat all of these.
I was going to nibble, but apparently I don't have to eat it all.
There are two types of people.
The real ones
are fat.
And the fake ones, I guess.
Now that I still have a big mouthful of this candy, let's pick up another one. It was just a Cadbury Dairy Milk, which is just milk chocolate. But Cadbury, it's like actual real Cadbury chocolate, because in the US, shit went down. I was actually looking this up a little while ago. I actually did research. Oh, good job, me. Okay, so apparently there was a big thing in the last couple of years that British people are just really upset because there's a big ban on Cadbury chocolate now in the US because it's not going to be real Cadbury chocolate. It's going to be the Hershey's version because years ago they went and bought a whole bunch of rights to a bunch of different candy bars when they were still smaller in different companies. And so they just have individual rights to a whole bunch of different bars, Kit Kat being one of them, which is why it's sold independently in the US.
That's in my video.
He talks about it much more eloquently than I will, just ramble through it. One of the reasons why is because in the US, it's much more common to use high fructose corn syrup than it is to use cane sugar.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper and easier to make, which they do the same thing with Coke, which is why people say they love Mexican Coke way better than they like US Coke because it's made with actual cane sugar and not high fructose corn syrup. Oh yeah, now that Cadbury's become considerably larger, there's like this huge company called LBB. It imports and sells British candy, and the Hershey sued them to stop the sale of UK Cadbury chocolates coming into the US. One of the same things just happened with Kit Kat. They bought the rights from the UK company before it got bought out by Nestle, so Hershey still holds the rights to sell Kit Kat bars, so that's why they're so different.
But FYI, if Hershey's ever sells their company to anyone else, all those rights are out the door. Hershey tried selling a few years ago, but they couldn't because if they did, they would lose Kit Kat, one of their biggest products.
Yeah.
Can I have my chocolate now?
So yeah, this is very different. We're just rambling on and on. Take the goddamn chocolate.
I'm learning though. It's gonna make me eat it all.
Get that. Yeah, it's just gonna force
Oh my
speech.
gosh, here we go. Cadbury chocolate. It's just pure chocolate.
Yeah, it's just milk chocolate.
Mm.
I like milk chocolate the best. I don't really care for dark chocolate. I don't mind it. It's not that bad. Probably just because I heard it was healthier one day and I was just like, fuck that. But
No to hell. It's very different from most milk chocolates I've had.
what, smoother?
Yeah.
In my opinion?
That's pretty much it. But
For
I like
US.
dark chocolate, so I probably would have enjoyed that one a lot more. But, you know.
To each their own. It's fine. This is going to cause a rift between us now. Okay, speaking of being polarizing here, I have something else. Smarties.
Because I just had the Cadbury chocolate, I'm really not tasting much chocolate on these Smarties. I'm mainly tasting the candy shell.
Then you get the chocolate on the inside. M&Ms are better. This is a fact. We've determined this already.
Yeah, I didn't know I was being tested.
It was a
Because
test?
he asked me, do I like M&Ms or these better? I said M&Ms because they taste more like chocolate than these guys are just candy shell.
And we can officially be friends now. Because I hate Smarties. Especially in comparison to M&Ms. They are the lesser of the two, by far. Like, just 20,000 leagues under the sea. I find them to be the just disgusting, depraved, meth-addicted cousin of the M&Ms. And they're not worth my time. On to the next one, because I ain't got time for Smarties. I brought Arrow, because apparently this is something you don't have here either, right?
I've never heard of it.
It's a weird thing. It's just chocolate, but they're filled with bubbles, and their
Are the bubbles
commercials are
crispy?
weird.
Or
No.
are they
No, it's all smooth
just chocolate? Oh.
We're gonna try it how they suggest to in the weird commercials. What you're supposed to do is break off a piece and put it in your mouth, and their big tagline is just let it melt. As it slowly melts, the bubbles kind of like release.
I like this milk chocolate a lot. It's sweeter than most milk chocolates, but I like that.
And as you kind of like suck on it a little bit, you get those little bubbles.
I like the bubbles.
The marketing doesn't work on Americans, I guess.
I guess I'm eating it incorrectly.
Apparently. It's how the commercials want you to eat it. Let's be real. No one actually just sits there and lets it melt on their tongue. They just bite into it like it's chocolate. It's still good. Now, because I really like Arrow, and they were there, I bought different kinds. We also have mint and orange, which I've never tried before, but I really love orange chocolate when it's done well. So again, instructions. Peel here. I don't know if they just think we're dumber than the US, or I don't know what it is, but they think we need instructions to open packages.
Ooh.
And it's bright green. It's a real
Ooh.
organic color on the inside.
Smells like an Andes mint. Tastes like an Andes mint. Mmm, just with more mint.
Mm-hmm. It's real strong. All the riveting stuff. We're just sitting here eating. It's like,
Need better
what is that,
pie.
like mukbang? Is that what it's called?
What?
Mukbang? Is that what it's called?
Oh,
like
the
Asian
Asian
thing?
videos?
Yeah,
where
they just didn't eat.
What? How do I know that?
It's just so weird. I don't
Because
know.
that's secretly what I want to do.
Right? People are making tens of $1,000s a month just eating on camera.
I'm figuring I would get some of those viewers watching me eat candy. I haven't yet.
No, it's a weird niche market, and it's just sitting there like shitty little cameras just watching people eat like on a table full of food. I think there's like theories or something that people just don't like to eat alone. So
Oh,
they like
so
to
you're
they'll sit there
watching
and
them
eat
eating?
with someone else.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't mind eating alone.
I ain't got no problem eating everything. But
Smells like orange. It's like orange
That's
rind.
not bad. Yeah.
Like the zest of the orange. You know that how that smells?
Get that?
That's what that flavor is.
Yeah, with the ksh and the ps and yeah.
That was yummy.
I think that's all. I force-fed him our Canadian delicacies.
I'm definitely gonna have to research this Arrow one. I want to see the weird commercials.
There's weird, like, high-budget chocolate commercials. And they're always, like, a bunch of, like, skinny white bitches just eating chocolate. And you're like, I guarantee you don't sit there and be that happy eating chocolate. Like, you're the kind of bitch that just breaks off, like, one little piece and, like, pops it in their mouth and just be like, no, I'm just not gonna eat for the next 3 days because I had chocolate. Yeah. When I was young and have, like, disposable income, right? You didn't have to worry about bills and everything you have to worry about being an adult. This is what I'd spend my money on. I'd just save up, take out my money, and just, like, go to the corner store with my cousin and just buy candy. Those were the good days.
Those are the type of customers the candy store loves.
I may or may not have waited out in front of stores for them to open to go and buy chocolate when I was a little kid. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this somewhere before, but I've actually waited for almost half an hour in a Subway for them to make fresh cookies, and then I bought a dozen of them and went out to my car and ate them all alone in the parking lot. That's so sad. I'm not coming across well in this video. Anyway, I guess that's all. I force-fed an American a bunch of Canadian chocolates.
Most of them were good.
I don't know how to outro videos, so we'll leave it at that. We did a video over on his channel, and he does a bunch of cool stuff, so go watch it. Family, mom, go show him some love.
That's so sad. Other people watch the video. Comment if you watch this video.
Comment and go watch his stuff.
Exactly.
All the things. My phone bill is going to be so high with all these calls to action I'm making in the US. But anyway, that's the end. So I'll see you later. Bye.
Coffee Crisps is a wafer candy that is layered with coffee filling center and is covered by chocolate. Here we go.
Oh, it's rolling. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.